Hi, this is just a quick video to show you how to make do-it-yourself gloves that you can peel the fingers back off of. And that's useful when it's cold outside, like here in Keokuk, Iowa. It was -5 today, and when I flew my drone, my fingers just about fell off. It was so cold. But now I can fly with these outside. I have this in both hands. And so now I can actually get the controller with tactile feedback and the buttons and other controls and everything like that, and I can have better controls over it without having the rest of my hand freeze up. So that's very good. So this video, these kind of gloves, when I looked online, would cost like $50 to $100. But what I did, or actually what my wife did for me, she bought a set of these gloves, just simple leather workman's gloves from a store around here called Farm and Home, but they'll have them anywhere. And she got it for $11. So here's how you make those gloves. It's pretty straightforward. First, you have to put the gloves on for the first time. I believe the best place to cut the line is right where your finger creases, because that's the part that gets most work out anyways. And that way it doesn't get bigger. And basically cut half the finger and half the thumb. The thumb's a little more tricky because of the seam right here. You want to cut not too close to that seam so you don't break it, and cut halfway back here so it goes backwards a little bit. So you bend this first, and then get a marker. Now I'm left-handed, so this is a little bit backwards here for me. The other hand one was easier. So you mark where that crease was. And the thumb's farther down, of course. And then you take your gloves off and use some strong scissors. These are meat scissors from the kitchen. Leather is meat, so it works well. And very carefully and slowly. And you want to get gloves that don't have many layers. You don't want to get the fancy work gloves, the padded ones like these, because even though they're warmer in winter, you cut them open, there's all kinds of layers of fluff and stuff, and it'll make a big mess. You want something like heavy-duty rubber gloves or these leather gloves. Anything that has the layers that are nice and compact, so nothing comes apart when you cut them open. So in here you just cut along, make sure both sides line up, fold it right down the middle, and cut halfway down. Remember, cut the fingers of the gloves, not the fingers of your hand. It's okay to take your time because you gotta make sure this is a nice clean cut. That's about halfway right there. I'll do this one afterwards, but the thumb is a little tricky because the thumb has this crease here, so you can't just start here and go halfway back because you'll cut through this seam here. And every glove's going to be done a little differently, so you want to pull this back a little bit. And this one, what I do is I just cut one side here and work my way around it, trying to keep it straight. If you do less than half, then it ends up pinching your fingers, and then you lose circulation. And that's the last thing you want to do when those fingers are exposed to the elements, is to have less circulation going to those fingers. In fact, if anything, you want more circulation going to them. You want this to comfortably pop on and off. So there's a pointer finger, there's a thumb. I'll do this one later. But that's it. Hope that's helpful, especially for people who are having to. And you can just basically cut whatever fingers you need. Some people will just need a thumb and a forefinger. I'm doing this finger just in case. But if you don't need it, you can still keep it covered. It does let some draft in here, but not too much. It's so much better than having a bare hand. So hope that's helpful.